Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video, I want to talk about the anxiety that is in the air and us all being sort of restricted to go out. And in so many ways, astrology helped me to really deal with my emotions and to come home within myself. And that's why I wanted to provide you with a really important astrological tool to center your emotions, to deal with your emotions, to feel them, and to understand how you can calm yourself down even when the world around you is completely crushing and tumbling and is so uncertain. Because there are many ways astrology can support you. And if you feel called to explore that with me, then stay tuned. So no matter what question I have in my life, I know that I can always go back to astrology, and it helps me so much to explore my own chart. And I know I can provide you with a lot of guidance to understand how you can work with anxiety and fear and just really unpleasant emotions, because it's not a solution to suppress them, because the suppression will only cause more anxiety, more depression, and a lack of fulfillment. Because one thing that I love to say is that you can only be truly fulfilled if you fully feel yourself. So start with feeling yourself, right? And when we speak about feeling and staying at home, I think we have to talk about Cancer, the archetype of Cancer in astrology, because that's our roots, our home, and our safety zone, right? And as we all stay at home, how do we really feel at home within ourselves, but also what supports us feeling good when we stay home? And yes, we could look at the IC and the fourth house in astrology, but one thing that I want all of us to focus on right now is our moon sign, because your moon sign is sort of like the safety structure of your ego. So it's a safety blanket you can always go back to. It's really more so unconscious that you express your moon sign, because it's the default program that runs your system, really. Whenever you feel uncertain or unsafe or anxious, you can go back to your moon sign and will feel a lot of emotional safety. That's just the rule of thumb I want to give to you, because the sun sign is something you grow into. The rising sign is something you have to rise in your consciousness, but the moon sign is your default. It's something that you know, it's familiar, it feels comfortable. That's why we have to turn to our moon signs right now, because our moon sign can give us the safety that we need. And through your moon sign and understanding your moon sign, you also know what will emotionally fulfill you right now, especially when we have so much uncertainty in the air. So for me, I'm a Capricorn moon. What I do right now and what emotionally fulfills me is doing the work, right? And my work is definitely serving you and doing this video, for example, sitting at home and talking about these things. That's what emotionally fulfills me, what gives me safety, and what gives me also structure in life, because Capricorn is also about structuring your own life, right? And when the structures outside of you are all crushing and burning, then obviously you want to build your own structure. So I definitely invite you to look up your moon sign also, because we have the collective North Node in Cancer. So we are all really collectively asked to feel our feelings. And the best way to do that is to really leverage and tap into your personal moon sign. And I will do a series of posts on Instagram that break down what you can do with your moon sign and how you can tap into it more. But I want to give you a little rundown here in this video too. So let's start with Aries. If you have an Aries moon, you definitely want to make sure that you use this energy right now and you use the time at home, even though you feel a little bit restricted, right? And a little bit like the child that wants to break free, but actually you can't break free. Well, what can you do that is your own project? How can you initiate something new in the world? How can you have your own little project that is just uniquely up to you, where you feel independent, where you feel like, wow, I'm actually doing something that is of purpose. I'm giving life to something that is of purpose, right? Because Aries also correlates with the first house in initiating life. So where can you start something new right now? Especially we are in Aries season, so that's the perfect start to do so, right? So Aries moon, you really want to focus on your own little project, not so much on what's going on outside of you and outside in the world. You want to have your own project that will give you so much fulfillment and definitely a lot of security and safety. Taurus moon. So if you have a Taurus moon, you're definitely challenged right now, because Taurus moons, they love safety, they love security, and they don't really like sudden changes, right? It's a fixed sign, and it's also really homey and really secure, and home is really important to you because it gives you some sort of safety. Also, money is something that gives you safety probably, and all of these things are kind of like shaken up right now because Uranus is in Taurus, right? So what can you do? And I think the best way for you to work with this energy is to also understand that Taurus moons thrive off feeling all of the senses, right? Having this physical experience in the world. So how can you see and feel that your body is something that is always with you? Your body is always there, and your body is the safety blanket you can always go back to. So ground yourself in your body, feel your body, nourish your body, pamper your body, maybe cook a nice meal, maybe explore with a new recipe or whatever it is, light some incense. All of these things will help you to feel safe and secure, even if there's so much anxiety and uncertainty in the air. Geminis. If you have a Gemini moon, you definitely love mental stimulation, right? You love it, and you love gossiping too. So maybe for you it's really important to just call your friends even when we are at home alone, right? We need to see that we are still connected and we still have people to go to. And also as a Gemini moon, maybe you just want to, leave this fucking reality for a second and explore a new book or a new thing that you want to research on, where you really feel curious and where you feel lit up. Like, don't get trapped into fear. Instead, just focus on a completely different topic. Stay open-minded, stay curious, and that's definitely what will emotionally fulfill you in this time. Let's talk about Cancer. Cancer, it's basically your prime time right now, right? Because all you love to do is staying at home and taking care of your home and yourself and nourishing people and family, right? So it's basically perfect for you, the situation, isn't it? But maybe you still want to do something really creative and inventive with that and amp up your game of nourishing other people. Maybe you want to cook for the whole village, or you want to provide also emotional comfort for other people. Doesn't mean that you have to take care of other people all of the time. It's also really important for you to nourish your body, nourish yourself, feel your own emotions, and not bottling up. Because yes, there is so much anxiety around in the air, but your home can be the sacred space that you need. Let's talk about Leos. Leos, it's a hard time for you because staying at home doesn't mean you don't really want to glam up, do you? So you have to understand that you still can dress up, you can still wear all of the gold things, all of the glamorous things. Just make life a freaking party even at home, because we need you to show us that, because otherwise we will all stay in our PJs for the rest of our life, no makeup whatsoever. So how can you celebrate life even at home? And how can you show us how you do that? Because you are the born leader, you're the king and the queen, and home is your kingdom, home is your queendom. So show us how we can have luxury at home, and definitely show it online, because that's the only place you can really stay in your center of attention, in your zone of genius, and we need you to role model that for us. At the end of the day, that won't just fulfill you, but also us, all of us, because it inspires us to step up our game even at home. Because we can't see people in their PJs all of the time, we need to see that home can be a glamorous place, and that's a win-win for you and for us. Virgos. Virgo moons can be really threatened right now, because the thought of something that we can't see, but it's germs and bacteria and affects our health, can be really, really frightening for you. But you can make home a safe space. So use the time right now to sanitize your whole freaking room, your whole apartment, to reorganize everything. And honestly, maybe a little bit of feng shui could be a good thing to reduce anxiety, because you can analyze your room, you can reorganize your room, and maybe that will also emotionally fulfill you. Libra, what do you do right now? You probably have to really, really take care of yourself, because harmony is not really given right now in this world, but you crave harmony, and that's what emotionally fulfill you. But maybe you can create a little bit of like a harmony bubble around you at home, when you stay with people you love, and when you stay with people you can connect to, and you feel like there's peace in the air, because that's really important to you to understand that you are not alone. We are all in this together, and we can help each other by having important relationships, by really having, taking care of all of ourselves, and really finding peace at home and peace within ourselves. And that's definitely something you want to focus on right now. So nourish all of the relationships you have that feel like home, that feel peaceful, and that's definitely something that will help you and support you in these really, really stressful times. Scorpio, you tend to bottle up your emotions, especially fearful ones that you don't want to feel, but I want you to not bottle them up and to not suppress them, to open them up and to maybe use these emotions, because emotions are just energy in motion, to redirect it in something that is more helpful for yourself. And you know, you love a good sexual experience, so maybe you want to explore that and want to tune into that, because it's also something that connects you with a really, really powerful cosmic energy inside of you. And maybe that's something that gives you trust and hope in this uncertain moment in your life, because we don't know what the outcome will be. And yes, you can dig deep into a rabbit hole of conspiracy theories or whatever it is in the internet, but you will never have the answer, and that might stress you out even more. So why not give in to pleasure and your sexual experience here in this physical world, because you have all the time in the world to do so right now. Sagittarius, you have a hard time right now because you're so restricted from traveling, right? And that can be really, really hard on your mind. I'm a Sag rising, and I definitely feel for you, because I would like to travel, but it's not possible. So where can we travel mentally? Where can we travel, you know, inside of ourselves? Where can we find an adventure even in this moment? And maybe that adventure means to plan the next adventure, or it means to just find your own truth in the situation and find the truth about your desire to even travel. What is it all about? Do you want to escape, or is it something that really, really sparks your curiosity? Maybe you can even learn about the place instead of actually physically go there, because maybe it's just a religion that you feel really drawn to. So definitely give into studying and traveling mentally. That will for sure help you and, you know, give you a perspective and maybe even excitement for the next adventure, because this situation won't last forever and you will be able to travel again. So travel mentally right now and explore your own horizons. Capricorn, you had a rough 2019 and it doesn't seem to get better, but honestly, for you Capricorn, you love to stay at home and work, so maybe that's a good opportunity for you right now to give in to the work that you want to do. And if you are not in a place where you can work from home, that's definitely your assignment and your opportunity right now to build something for you that you can do from home, because you want to build your own structures. You don't want to rely on other people, and that's definitely a lesson you had to learn anyways the last couple of months, right? And me being a Capricorn moon, I love the situation, and not a lot changed, to be honest, because I'm still working from home, and I hope that you are able to do so as well. And again, if you are not in a position to do so, this is your moment. This is literally your moment to start that project, to, you know, build the structure that you would like to have in your life, to be self-sufficient, to not depend on other people, and to build your own legacy, because that's literally what fulfills you emotionally too. Aquarius, you also have a kind of a challenging time right now because you love to be with people and you love to be in your tribe, and then there's Saturn in your sign, and it's like Saturn is restricting us to really, really connect with people right now. The only way to do so is to do it on the internet, and that's definitely your safety zone and where you want to go back to. But at the same time, being an Aquarius moon, you love to detach as well, so it might also be a good opportunity for you to practice social distancing, right? Which is something that is really Aquarian in a way, because it's like you decide when you want to connect with people and you decide when you want to withdraw. And that's basically the situation we're in right now. You can decide to be on social media and interact with people, and you can decide to be by yourself. But I think the most important thing for you to do right now is to build something and to work on something really weird, a new project, a new invention, whatever it is that will help us all in the new world that we are building. And you being so weird and unique, you will definitely help us to do so. So definitely hone into that and give into that and put all of your emotions into your weirdness and feel that and express that in whatever way, hopefully in a really, really creative way that will lead us into the future. Last but not least, we have Pisces. And for you Pisces, it's really, really hard because you feel the anxiety of every single person around you and on this planet. And when you're on social media, forget it. You feel like everything. And it's easy for you to wanting to escape. But to be honest with you, drinking 5 bottles of wine every day, staying at home won't be the solution, because the next time or the next day you will feel horrible and it doesn't really solve the problem, does it? So more so, you should really, really hone into your connection, your very special connection with the universe, with the cosmos, however that is, and purify your anxiety through meditation, through connecting with whatever source you want to connect to, because you are here to also guide us here on earth, and maybe your connection that you have and the insights that you get will help all of us. So share it with us, because then you can make the world a safer place, a more magical place, and at the same time it will help you as well. So hopefully that gave you a lot of insights on how you can use your moon sign to calm anxiety and fear, and to still be able to feel your emotions and use your moon sign as a gift and as a safety blanket in these uncertain times. I will definitely have a summary on my Instagram, so you can follow me on there, and obviously a lot of astrological infos on my podcast, The Magic Kathi Show. And if you want to book a reading with me, all of the infos are down below in the info box. I wanted to say show notes, in the info box. I also have a special support discount for these crazy times, because I want to support as many people as possible, and connecting with your soul and having a date with your birth chart is the best way to do so. So I hope to speak to you soon. Tap into your moon sign and let me know what your moon sign is down below, so we can really connect on that emotional level, all of us.